When the Girls, Girls, Girls album went to #2, and we knew what the sales were that week, and we all of a sudden, it's like, you know, when you're about to go #1, you find out a lot of stuff. You get very interested. And that week, Whitney Houston debuted at #1, but we sold the most records in the nation. And that really pissed us off. And all of a sudden, it was a goal. No matter how much a band says, oh, we don't care, we don't read our reviews, you know, that's true to a point, but to be accepted is a real good feeling, too.
Coming off their chart-topping fifth album, Dr. Feelgood, released in 1989, Motley Crue was enjoying not only financial and critical success, but sobriety as well. Dr. Feelgood is often regarded by fans as the band's best studio album, so their next album would definitely be under the gun. But experimenting with a new sound and debuting a new lead singer onto airwaves that have been taken over by grunge was even riskier. John Corabi, the vocalist of the Los Angeles-based hard rock band The Scream, read an interview that featured Nikki Sixx in an issue of Spin magazine, in which Corabi found out that Sixx was a big fan of The Scream's first record, Let It Scream. Corabi wanted to get in contact with Sixx and thank him for the compliment, as well as possibly opening the door for collaborating with Sixx on material for the next Scream album. Through circumstance, Corabi and Sixx would get in contact. Corabi was informed that Vince Neil was no longer a member of Motley Crue, and he was invited to audition. After a couple of sessions, the band told Corabi that he was their choice for Vince Neil's replacement, but told him to keep quiet about it until they were able to work out some pending legal technicality, as Elektra Records could have possibly reneged on the band's new contract if the label knew Neil was gone. Bassist Nikki Sixx, drummer Tommy Lee, guitarist Mick Mars, along with new lead singer John Corabi, reunited with Bob Rock, who had produced Dr. Feelgood. Motley's infamous sixth studio album, which is to date the only album that doesn't feature lead singer Vince Neil. The album, initially titled Till Death Do Us Part, was eventually changed simply to Motley Crue for its release. However, I would have preferred the album's working title, Till Death Do Us Part, instead, as it's unusual to utilize a band's name as the album's title when it's not their debut record. The album drew influence from contemporary grunge bands of the era such as Pearl Jam and Soundgarden, and is considered alternative metal. Its more aggressive and abrasive sound, as well as the absence of singer Vince Neil, alienated much of Motley Crue's fan base. The album may have been a commercial failure, but it definitely has its fans. Despite the fact that Motley Crue were trying a little too hard to change with the times and stay relevant, in my opinion, this album still rocks. Perhaps under a new band name, the album may have been more accepted, but most die-hard Crue fans rejected it. Even I'll admit to being dismissive of a Motley Crue without Vince Neil. But then I heard the single, Hooligan's Holiday, and I was hooked. I was actually made fun of at the record store by the cashier for buying the CD at a local shop in the East Village in New York City. However, I was not discouraged, and when listening to it, I was just as pleased with the album in its entirety as I was listening to the initial single. Other standout personal favorites are Singer John Corabi's voice and range as a vocalist is well suited for the new directional sound the band was experimenting with at the time. However, even though I'm a big fan of this album, it doesn't feel or sound like a Motley Crue record, but I'm able to look past the title and accept it as its own thing. That said, I get why it wasn't accepted by most fans. If you're a Motley Crue fan that rejected or boycotted this album upon its release back in 1994, maybe give it a second chance. Enough time has passed that maybe you can accept it for what it is also. And if you've never heard Motley Crue, and you like alternative rock, I definitely recommend giving it a listen. Thanks for tuning in to Rock and Roll Review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and rock on.